Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Azurik, Rise of Perathia. I'm not going to do any lore, because there should be some pretty eventful stuff happening here anyway. Like, we're coming up to a double boss battle. Double boss battle, oh yes. I kid you not, a double boss battle. I don't know whether I regret ending the last episode where I ended it just yet. I think I will regret, because... like, we've got, like, if I end it after we get this next disc fragment, we've got, like, half a video. But then if I go beyond that, then we've got, like, 1.5 video. I don't know. Okay, so you'll notice up on the upper levels there's a geyser. Geyser, damn it! Geyser. There's a geyser here, guys. And over there, you'll see that there's a disc fragment. However, if we jump in this geyser, it just very scarily fires us up in the sky and doesn't do anything. And even if we... oh, it doesn't render it. That's a shame. Through that hole, though, is back the main valley of the realm. And the whole goal... well, one of the goals of this episode is going to be to get that disc fragment. So how the hell do we get that? How the hell do we get that? It seems pretty crazy, right? Well, all will become clear. Since we're now on the upper level, we've got 3 more spotlights for us to access. Kill that guy. I'm on the wrong element, aren't I? Oh, it's because I ran out of element right at the end. That really sucks. Excuse me, sorry guys, sorry. So we got this spotlight here. I don't actually know why the thing was already activated, but here, if you look, like, what's it showing us? It's just showing 2 red orbs that we've already activated, and 1 blue orb over there, but we can't really get any access to it. Can we get access to that? No, we can't. So, and that's good, because that would just complicate things. There's 1 behind there as well, but again, you can't reach it. So what we're just going to do is simply double up on this one. And the way you know that it's activated is when the light behind it has disappeared, okay? That's how you know. Because obviously you don't have the luxury of watching the orb turn on this time, because it was already turned on anyway. So by doing that, that's actually freed up the previous light we used that did have good range on a blue orb. So as you see, this is the way the puzzle works. We're not going that way just yet. We're actually going to head back to the lift we originally came from. I'm going to try and do this super efficiently, and hopefully I don't forget the best angles for all the things in the order to do it in. But I don't know, I feel like I've got pretty good memory for locational stuff, positional stuff. Like, I can go through something just once, wait like 4 days. Okay, maybe that's a bit of an... no, I reckon I could even come back a week later and just know exactly where to go through the things. I don't know, I think I've got a good memory for that, but for small facts and stuff. It's like I was saying in the other episode in the lava realm. I have to make a concerted effort, and this probably happens to everyone as they get older. Not that I'm, like, particularly old, but I have to make a concerted effort to retain, you know, knowledge about fact and stuff. As soon as you get out of education, it's odd like that. Okay, we're going to come up here. Activate this spotlight. You'll notice that all the switches are already up for some reason. That's quite curious, but hey. And what we're going to do here is there are 2 blue orbs we can access. And the question is obviously, which blue orb do we want to... oh, no, don't leave. Oh, sorry. Which one do we want to shine on? I don't know whether you actually can shine on the one on the right, but you definitely can on the one on the left. So this is the order that I've been doing it in. A little bit laggy there. There we go. So there we go. Now we've got 4 orbs lit up. We need 3 blue orbs, though. What does the blue orb do? I'm not actually going to tell you, because I think it's so cool what the blue orb does. It's really, really awesome. So now that we've done that, we're going to... do we go back again, or do we jump across there? I think we go back again. We go back again. I've just been bragging about my ability to remember stuff like this, and now I'm getting confused. Right, that's the second one that we triggered, with the geyser just there. And instead we're going to keep going along. There should be a save point around here. There it is. So there's our second save point. And again, this is another one of those save points. It's like the one in the Fire Realm, where it's overlooking the previous save point we found, or whatever. This is like the entrance of the realm, just here. Pretty cool. There's actually an obsidian near where we entered the realm as well, but we don't quite have a high enough air power to trigger it. We're going to keep going along, or were we meant to go down that lift? That slope? No, I think we want to keep going along. Basically, there's 2 slopes down from this upper ring here. One's got rubies lining it, and one's got diamonds lining it. We'll get them both. I'm sure we will. Not over there. This is just another way up. What is up with my cough? It's been enough days now. It's been enough days. I'm starting to get minorly worried about it. If you just got like a persistent tickle in the back of your throat for ages and ages and ages, what could that mean? I don't know. Alright, so we are going to slide down the diamond slope. Try and grab as many as you want. You can use your air power if you want to cushion your fall. No, Azurik, what are you doing?
Press the A.
Alright, let's try this again. You know, luckily we had just saved, so... Don't do it again. Were you doing it again for? No.
Press the A.
By the way, I love the falling death animations on this. Oh, that's so stupid. Come on, Azurik. Whew, third time's the charm. We're going to go nice and slow. We're going to miss all the diamonds. Like, oh my god. Wow, I can't believe that. And you'll notice that we're back. Jesus Christ. We're back at this spotlight here and where the zip line was the first time. Well, now, if we have a look... We don't need this spotlight to be on that red orb at all because we doubled up on it. Why do you keep doing that, Azurik? That's kind of weird. So instead, we're going to swing it over to the first blue orb we saw. Like so. So now we only need one more spotlight to be complete. And the spotlight we're going to choose is the one that is currently connected doubly to another one of the red things. So we'll deal with this. Also, I haven't talked about this. What the hell is going on with that, like, pad to get us onto this zip line? What is going on there? I don't understand. What is the story there? Is that meant to be like a spring pad or something? And what we're actually going to do is jump off early. Are we going to jump off early? Let's have a look. Yeah, we are. We're going to jump off early. Are we going to jump off early? Yeah, we are. We're going to jump off early. Okay. Right, and then what we're going to do is come over to this area here, hop over this, then the deceptive vines on the rock on the right-hand side. We'll climb up. And I hope you guys are all doing okay today, by the way. I don't like, it's because you can't respond, that's why, but I feel like I should address you more. Because, like, for me, this is all just one session. It's like, lol, 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 play, like, 4 episodes of Azurik back to back. And for you, you have to wait. You have to wait so much time. I think, perfect scenario, it will be, like, a month to put this up. And I think that's quite cool, though. You know, I always love the, like, really long LPs where... You know, you look back on it like a year later and you're like, oh, yeah, I remember when I was watching this. This was cool. I remember, and you remember like one odd thing that the person said the whole way through. It's very cool. Right, we're going to activate this. Shit. That's not right. That ain't right, man. I'm positive we need to move this anyway. So we'll place that there. And that, of course, is going to close the lifts. Now, here's the tricky thing about the puzzle. The tricky thing... have I done this wrong? Have I done this incorrectly? I know you're meant to go on there. Come on. There we go. Where are you? It's kind of fiddly to get that on. There we go. So we've now got all 3 blue orbs lit up. And by lighting all 3 blue orbs up, the big thing in the middle of the tree is going to light up and create this huge blue beam. This immense blue beam that shines. Can we see where it's shining? If you guys remember anything about this, it would just be that I've coughed the whole way through it. That shines back to the central part of the Earthrealm, through that hole and through where the disc fragment is. Interesting. So, how do we get up there? Well, we get up there from that geyser I showed you guys. But we can't get to the damn geyser, can we? Why not, you ask? Because the sodding lift's just closed. Oh my god. I know what the issue is. Okay, so I've basically, I'm going to cut a load out here, but basically I've been just shoveling stuff out and getting myself further and further in the mess because I didn't exactly replicate what I was supposed to do. But the problem is, over there's actually another spotlight which I haven't even turned on yet. So that's what the issue is. I simply don't have enough spotlights. So we're going to go over there, which I believe we can access by coming through this firewall. This is going to take us near the lava, but there'll be a... teleporter a way up on the other side, and that's how we're gonna do this. That's ridiculous. I thought I was messing something up. I will probably leave in one little bit where I show you me going through the acid block. That's really weird. I just said show you me, and that sounds like that should be grammatically incorrect, but it's not, is it? Yeah, look, this teleporter here should take me up to that last spotlight, which I haven't even activated yet, which would be... Which angle would it be in? Would it be over around behind this rock here? No, because that's where I just was. Ah, yes, I knew it. I thought... I remember seeing this and thinking, that's a dead end. That's really weird. You remember when I was like, oh, we must just be here only for diamonds? I'm an idiot. You had to fly across Ah, that was so stupid. Yes. So, if you're following me, the bit where we went wrong was that one tiny moment where I said, oh, the diamonds. That's where we had to keep going. And simple as this. Here we go. And this is where we double up. So, we double up on the red orb on the left, which enables that spotlight that's currently on the red orb on the left to instead go onto that final untouched blue orb. Oh, we look like such a badass. Look at this Smash Warrior climbing up the vines. Oh, it's cool when you enchant your Axiom and your shield with the same element. Right, X. I'm not even going to fight that guy. Right, so we've doubled up here. There we go. Oh my god, guys, you wouldn't believe. So, I mean, that's going to look messy. It's really not that messy. You just, when I went to the diamonds, just make sure. There we go. Wonderful. Make sure that you go to the right damn place. Actually fly across that gap. And then once you have reconfigured the ones on the lower level to instead be on red but to be on blue, you will have all the orbs lit up. You can still take the teleporters nice to the height of the area you want to go. What am I talking about? And then you can go to the geyser. I almost said geyser. The geyser to shoot yourself up into that giant blue beam we just created. Isn't this place so cinematic? Look at it. And you might think that's everything to do with the tree, but it's not. Don't forget, when we started, when we first came here, we opened up that gate into the middle of the tree, which was an elevator that took us right up into the branches, if we would have gone up there. But yeah, we're not going to do that just yet, because it would be kind of useless. But here's the geyser. We're going to jump up. We're gonna miss. Are we gonna miss? No, because I had my air power up. And check it out. Oh my god, I love it. And it's just gonna sort of sling us back into the main air realm. So say goodbye to the great tree for a little while, guys. That was the last section of the Earthrealm to be complete, by the way. And finally, our well-deserved third fragment of the Earth Disc. And what I find great about this... Oh my god, I almost fell. Wow, that's kind of scary. What I find great about this is we're now in the blue teleport. Look at this. Look down way below us. Oh, just think about what this realm looks like at the moment with all the cogs in the walls turning and that little building over there. Giant tower. And now a friggin' massive blue beam shining to the great tree. Oh my god. Well, this is like fully functioning now. We've basically done the Earthrealm. Everything is up and running. Oh, this makes me so happy to see. Oh, amazing. Okay, I'm going to skip that Norheart by flying over there, because I don't want him to ram me, because he's always an annoying one. And now we have 3 fragments of the Earth Disc. What does that mean? It means we can go to the Barren Desert, which is down that pulley, and get through the seal to fight the Earth Guardian, which we're going to do in this video. However, the one caveat is that mechanic I showed you guys, but what happens after we kill a Guardian? We get teleported to town. So if we go down into the Barren Desert with the pulley, we're going to get teleported out and the pulley's going to stay down. So instead of going in through the front entrance, we're going to go in through the back door, oh ho ho ho, to the Barren Desert and fight the Earth Guardian that way. So that when we get teleported to town, all the pulleys are still in their correct positions. I don't know why I was trying to go down back to the drill area. That's not where I wanted to go. So I'm going to go over this giant cog here, and I'll see you guys in the Earthrealm. Yeah, well, in the Barren Desert. We're already in the Earthrealm. Oh, that is such a fucking massive jump. It's terrifying. So, of course, your other option to get up here is you can just go in the regular entrance and then go through the H thing, or you can even use that silver teleport, which I've not even demonstrated once. That bit down below, it's kind of weird because like it's full of gemstones and stuff, but it's not really a useful path on many occasions. Anyway, hit the save. We're going to be going into a boss battle very soon here, guys, and I'm actually going to wait for it to be day for the boss battle as well, because that's where it will shine best. So I'll see you in a sec. There we go. The sun is rising. Also, I noticed my controller vibrates. Like, it pulses every time. Can you see how the Smash Blade, like, just shakes every couple of seconds? That's exactly when it vibrates. It's, like, perfectly synced up. That's really cool. Alright, so we're going to step on the sill. And it's going to open the door back there. And you might have been wondering, wooden potatoes. Wooden potatoes. Listen, man. You've been calling this the Barren Desert. The Oracle's called this the Barren Desert. Why? It's not much of a desert. Well, there's not even a zone transition here. This is the Barren Desert. Very cool. That's the Earth Guardian. And this fight is actually rather disappointing. I'm sorry to say, and I'm sorry I've left it so long to tell you that it's disappointing. See, this is why I wanted him today, so we get the full desert effect. Basically, he's going to stand on that pagoda in the middle. I've found a lot of this game has very sort of Asian influences, like in its architecture and stuff. I don't know. Would that be a fair thing to say? That giant pagoda thing in the middle, and our goal is we can't hurt him dead on. You can't get anywhere near him. That just, all the whirlwinds hurt. The mechanics in the fight, he's throwing rock shard monsters at us, so just keep moving constantly. There are these whirlwinds that do damage to us, and if we actually get caught in them, they'll send us flying around in the air, and we're going to get launched all over the place. Now, each of these acid blocks we melt is going to, for some reason, I guess the idea is the acid blocks are freeing up the machinery, which then actually triggers an elevator that the Earth Guardian is stood on and will raise him higher into the sky. And that's just going to give him a better vantage point for throwing these rock shard monsters at us, which is pretty interesting. But the actual, as far as the fight itself goes, so there we go. And it's on a massive delay as well. You hit the acid block and it takes ages for it to actually, you know, show that there's a difference. I love the animation of the rock shard monsters getting thrown into us. But basically, that's the whole mechanic. You just melt these acid blocks. You've got to move really quickly because he's just going to do tons of damage to you no matter what you try. We couldn't have jumped over that, so you have to come back around this way. And you've just got to rush around to each of these acid blocks and melt them. And that's as far as the mechanics go. I mean, it's got some cool animations. It's a unique looking area. I'll give it that. Very unique looking area. And he throws rocks at you, which is kind of cool. There's no reason to fight anything here because obviously they just respawn straight away. He's got regular projectiles that he throws as well. But, I mean, that's it. I mean, this is the final acid block and we're about to win. If you spend too long trying to figure out what to do, he's going to kill you. But if you just run and ram your way through the acid blocks, then you win. Now, the other thing, though, is there's a delay after you melt the things. So he's all the way up there now. It looks really cool, I've got to be honest. But there's a delay, so you sort of have to survive for a little bit longer, and it's just kind of a bit confusing. It's a bit like, well, what are we doing here? So we'll just use this opportunity to actually look at him. Since these are the more significant encounters in the game, and we don't really get much time to enjoy them. And yeah, we just wait an arbitrary amount of time. I guess, see, for the regular player, they'd be like, oh, what do I do now? Oh! But really, all you have to do is stand there. And then the elevator comes back down, and he disappears. Now, that's a big anticlimax. And then as we walk onto the elevator, you have no indication it's going to happen, but as you walk on, it's actually going to raise you back up. So don't pick up the fragment if you don't want. Wait for it to go all the way to the top so you get a cool view. Now, it's a cool arena. It looks good. It's got some interesting ideas, but it's just terribly implemented. Like, it's just really weird. And this feels very, very unfinished to me. And this is one of those areas where I agree with the reviewers, and it's sort of like, okay, this is cool, but clearly they had bigger stuff in mind. Clearly they were rushed with this. Clearly they didn't have the money or the time to continue developing it. And it feels placeholder. It's got a great idea and interesting aesthetics here, but the mechanics were never really worked out. But anyway, that's the Earth Guardian killed. I still haven't mentioned you guys in this series. When you kill a boss, Azurik is really quiet, but he says, "Alright, I won!" He says something like that, so... Such an obnoxious voice, oh my god. But there you go. That's all 4 fragments of the Earth Disk complete. And the Earth Disk has been placed back in. And this is the greatest thing! What the hell is this? Oh my goodness, guys. An alien spaceship has landed where the whirlpool was. Now, I am greatly curious what would happen, whether it's even possible to have this happen before you place the water disc in. But by placing both in, an alien spaceship has landed in the water realm? What the hell? I promised you guys that we would be going to the air realm. Now, there is a way to the air realm through the Great Tree, but that's not how we're going to go there the first time. We're going to hitch a ride on an alien spaceship. Fantastic. But first, we do actually now have 62 obsidians as well. There are many more, as I've explained, that we could go off and get, but basically the way I'm planning on do this is we're going to go through like all the main story stuff, and then just before the end we're going to go with all of our powers and just go around to the realms and collect everything. So our next thing is another key. Curious enough. Key. Which we'll collect, and that key will actually enable us to go to another temple. Oh no, I've done this twice! What's wrong with me? Oh, such a moron. Oh my god, go back down, Azurik. This key will enable us to go to a temple at the end of one of these other bridges. I'm not going to demo that in this video, though. We'll demo. There's a bit too much going on in this video. I'm not going to go over there either. There's too much going on. This game is like this. It's like, okay, do a bunch of stuff, and then, whoa! That's what I like, though. Games should feel good when you go back to town. So, let's listen to the Oracle and see what he has to say to us. Same thing as before?
Find your way to the Airrealm and search for the highest level of water power.
Yes, so here you can see how, actually, he's sometimes not that useful, because, I mean... find your way to the Airrealm, and what does that really mean? It means go to the Great Tree, deal with that puzzle and all that stuff, and it doesn't really help too much. But I didn't demo to you guys. Now that we have the fire disc in, this bowl is now on fire, very cool. Now that we have the earth disc in, and these actually match 1-for-1 for where the discs are pointing outwards at the top of the tower as well. Like, such crazy little details. Like, the fire disc is exactly here, pointing forward, and below it is this. Like, it's so well designed, and you're not even going to appreciate that. And then look, over here, this is where, now that we've got our earth power, there's like a globe here. And look at the tiny little details on that, pulsating in and out, look. Slowly moving, gyrating like that. That's so cool. So cool. And it's so odd to me that you've got such fantastic little details in this game that seems so polished in some areas, and then you compare that to the Earth Guardian fight we just had, and it's like, wow, man, that's not really polished at all if you consider it like that. It's very weird. You know, these are obvious signs that the game didn't get to finish. And, you know, where does the blame lie? I would be fascinated to see any interviews with the devs talking about, you know, where this game fell short, where the passion really, you know, couldn't carry it anymore. I wonder whether it's one of those games as well where they just made it and then they tried to hire someone to write the story at the end. And that's why the majority of the story we get is in the manual. And it's why, you know, there's so few cutscenes. See, I'm curious about that too. You know, just the devs had a general idea. Oh, we want to do this thing with the elements. We had this fantastic concept for the axiom and the way that the powers work. But no story, you know, is that why that was this game's downfall? And they couldn't do too much and it was too late? Because that was something that plagued the games industry and still does, I guess, to an extent. Anyway, we're going to save our game. He's in the middle of saying something else as well. Oh well, I forgot it. And look at the water realm now! Look over there, what is all this jazz going on? Oh my goodness! It looks totally different, I love it. And I remember when I was younger as well, don't forget, I couldn't finish the crystal puzzle, but we haven't had to do the crystal puzzle for any of this. So this was stuff that I've done. And I remember when I was younger keenly knowing, and I'm not sure why I knew that there would be an alien spaceship here at some point. I guess it's because some of the cheats might make that spaceship land prematurely or something. But I knew when I was younger that eventually an alien spaceship would land there. But I never knew, like, for the longest period of time, until I got quite far in the game, never knew how to actually trigger it. So it was always like this big secret thing. It was like, wow, there's all this stuff to do, but I don't know where to go kind of thing. And then eventually you find the real way to do it. So cool. There's still this obsidian teasing us. We have air power level 2, but don't worry, guys, we still can't fly over there. I know it looks like we might be able to, and it's sort of just out of the cusp of our range. You can't make it, so don't bother. We're going to walk over here. And yeah, alien spaceship lands. I've told you about it when we were last here. Now, and again, an efficient play would have been, you know, that obsidian at the bottom of the whirlpool that I've shown you before? We could have gone for that obsidian too, but I've decided to leave it. Well, I didn't decide to leave it. I decided to get it early. Take the silver teleporter. And yeah, we're basically complete with the air realm, but there's still the water realm, but there's still stuff to do here. And they're so good about that. They're so good. Hit the save points. A little bit of a tip for you guys, definitely, if you want to get out of this alive. I've been recording 40 minutes for this episode. Is there 20 minutes to cut out in the air tree? I'm really not sure. And by going on to the alien spaceship, we're going to trigger some cool stuff. Some cool stuff indeed. Look at this thing, and the design is just so awesome as well. How it latches onto those little blue orbs. And at first you sort of think to yourself, oh, the blue orbs? I don't know, they're just an excuse plotty thing about why the whirlpool's there. No. They serve as the docking station for this alien spaceship. There's no sleeths here anymore. There were on my test file. That's weird. And look, a bridge has now come across. Oh, so cool. You can walk around on the outside of it. Don't worry, we'll do that later. The door opens. We go inside. And...
Don't bother me, you insect. You are weak. You have no comprehension of my power.
Let's find out.
Dun dun dun.